This session is about file inputs and best practices for file formats, dimensions, quality, and several negative examples and how to avoid them. In Feng-GUI Help page, Input Image section, you'll see a list of tips and practices. And in this session, we'll take a look at several examples. To begin with, input names. Use alphanumeric characters. Otherwise, Feng-GUI will translate the file name into a unique alphanumeric characters file name. So, to avoid that, just use English characters and numbers and dash, and that's it. And this way, Feng-GUI will preserve your original file name. Dimensions. Input dimensions. So you don't want the input to be too small, and you don't want the input to be too high. We have the recommended input size for images and for videos. If we take a look here at an example of an image which is too small, you may see that the image is almost the size of the legend overlay that we have here. And here is an example of an image with the proper dimensions. If we compare them side by side, you can see that the results are slightly different. Avoid using too small dimensions of an image or too large. Too large will cause no negative impact, only a little bit about performance. Quality of the image and the video. Use only high quality and lossless compression. So don't compress your video or images too much. Otherwise, you will get artifacts that are changing the image. As a result, we'll also change the analysis report. Use lossless compression, PNG and MP4 with 100% quality. Product and package images. You should prefer landscape and square images, and add at least 10% of blank margin around the product. In this example, the product is covering the entire image, which is not so good. You should leave at least 10% of space around the product. This is a good example. The product has some white space around it, and the analysis is better. A few tips about website input. We do have the upload web address, but you should avoid it and just use your own snapshot that you create by yourself, because it gives you more control of how the input image looks like. So, some examples. So, this is a good example of a web page image. You see that only the content of the web page is being analyzed, and this is what you want to take a snapshot of, only the content of the web page. This is a bad example because, in this example, the image analyzed also contains the toolbar and some artifacts of the browser, and you don't want to analyze them. Only the content of the web page should be analyzed. This is another bad example. Obviously, we don't see the entire web page at once, so don't take a snapshot of the entire web page and analyze it. If you want to analyze all the web page from top to bottom, either take different snapshots of the page, or, more easy and better approach, is to take a video of navigating the web page and browsing through the web page and analyze this video in Feng-GUI. This will enable you more smooth transition and also enable you to record and analyze animation, if there are, or videos, if they are in the web page. Always prefer images which are landscape and horizontal because this is how we see the world, and avoid analyzing pictures which are vertical and portrait because this is not how we see things. If that's the only image that you have, you can use it. But if you are taking the picture outdoor or indoor, prefer taking landscape images. That concludes our session about file inputs and best practices for file formats, dimensions, and quality. See you in the next session.